My name is Amisha Mishra, and in today's video I am going to be reading chapter 5, Our Body, Food and Digestion. So let's get started. Our body needs energy for performing many daily activities. We get this energy from food. Food contains many nutrients which help our body to grow and repair itself and also keep us fit and healthy. The 5 important nutrients required by our body are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins and minerals. So now we have read what our body needs. Our body needs proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins and minerals to keep us healthy. Now, where will we get all this stuff? That is in food. We have different types of foods like energy giving food, bodybuilding food and protective food. So now let's read ahead. Food also contains the fat and water, which do not give us energy but are important for digesting the food. The nutrients are found in different quantities of food items. That is why we need to include a variety of food items in our meals. We eat food items like wheat, rice, vegetables, fruits, pulses, meat, fish and eggs to obtain all these nutrients. Let us study about 5 important nutrients. So now we eat different types of foods like fruits, vegetables, wheat, rice, eggs, meat, fish to obtain all these nutrients. Now let us read about the 5 important nutrients. Components of food. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates give us energy to work, play, walk, study, etc. They are also known as energy giving foods. People doing more physical work need more carbohydrates. Sugar and starch are 2 types of carbohydrates. Food items like rice, bread, potatoes and sugar contain carbohydrates. So now we just read about carbohydrates. The people who need to do a lot of work day and night, like soldiers, they need to eat a lot of carbohydrates. From where they are going to obtain it? It is in rice, bread, potatoes, sugar contain these carbohydrates. Now let's read about fats. Fats provide more energy than carbohydrates and are also known as energy giving foods. They help to keep our body warm and they are stored in the body for future use, but excess of fats causes health hazards. Butter, ghee, nuts like walnuts and peanuts and oils obtained from fish, sunflower, coconut, olive, soybeans, etc. are rich sources of fats. Now we just read about fats. The foods that contain fats are butter, ghee, nuts like walnuts and peanuts, and oils obtained from fish, sunflower, coconut, olive, soybean, etc. are rich in fats. Let's read ahead. Proteins. Proteins are the nutrients that build the body by making new body cells. Hence, it is important to include sources of proteins in our diets, especially for growing children. They are also called bodybuilding foods. Proteins also help to repair the injured parts of the body. Milk, eggs, meat, nuts, pulses, and beans are rich in protein. So now, us children need a lot of bodybuilding food to stay strong. Now, what has bodybuilding food? For example, pulses, meat, milk, and nuts, pulses, beans, eggs are rich in protein, so we all should eat those. Now, vitamins. Vitamins help our body to fight diseases. These are required in small quantities to keep us healthy. These are also very important for the proper functioning of eyes, nerves, gums, and for our skin. Also, vitamins are needed by us to stay strong, but we only need a little bit. Did you know that vitamin B has a lot of parts of it, from B1 to B12? Isn't that crazy? So now let's read ahead. Minerals. Minerals are also required in small quantities by our body for smooth functioning. They help us fit and they keep us fit and healthy. They help in the formation of bones, teeth, and blood. Some of the important minerals required by our body are calcium, potassium, sodium, iodine, and iron. Fresh fruits and leafy vegetables, milk, meat, fish, and liver are rich in vitamins and minerals. As both vitamins and minerals protect our body from diseases, these are also called protective foods. Now, minerals. Minerals we should also consume only less. Why less? Because if we have too much, then it will destroy the smooth going of the body. So we should consume less minerals and vitamins for the smooth going of the body. Roughage. Roughage consists of fiber present in our food. Although it cannot be digested by the body, it adds bulk to the food and helps in proper bowel movement. Therefore, it is necessary for the proper functioning of the digestive system. Now let's read ahead. Water. Water forms 3/4 of our body weight and maintains balance of fluids in our body. It removes waste from body in the form of sweat and urine. This liquid waste removal lowers the amount of water in the body and we feel thirsty. Water maintains body temperature and helps us to work well. It is good for us to drink to at least 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. Our diet should have all the nutrients in right quantities along as roughage and water. Such as diet is called a balanced diet. Now what a balanced diet should look like, I will just show you right now. This. Now let's read ahead. Preparation of food. Raw food. Some food items are eaten raw, such as fruits. Some vegetables like carrots, cabbage, radish and cucumbers can also be eaten raw as salad. These food items contain large amount of vitamins and minerals which get destroyed if they are heated. also eat sprouted grains like gram and pulses that are rich in vitamins and proteins. We should remember to wash raw food items properly before eating. It removes dust and germs. Cooked food. Most food items need to be cooked. Besides making the food tasty, cooking makes it softer and easier to digest. Cooking also kills the germs present in the food. So now, when you are eating dinner or lunch, you have chapatis or rice. You cannot eat rice raw as it is hard. You need to cook it, then the rice becomes soft and more tastier. Chapati you cannot eat dough raw. You need to make it. You need to put it on the pan, and then when it is cooked, you can eat it with delicious vegetables. Sometimes different cooking methods destroy the nutrients present in the food, and hence the food loses its nutritive value. For example, when we boil vegetables in excess water, lots of vitamins get dissolved in water. If we throw this water away, we will lose the vitamins present in it. Therefore, we should use this water for making curry or soup, or we should cook the food in just enough water. Overcooking also destroys the nutrients present in food. You know how the Chinese people are so fit and healthy? Well, their secret is they eat half-cooked food. So like if they're making broccoli soup, so they will put the broccoli in less amount of water and let it cook for a little bit of time, which gives them a lot of nutrients to stay strong and healthy. Different ways of cooking. We can cook food in different ways like steaming, boiling, frying, roasting and baking. Food cooked by steaming does not lose its nutrients. Food items like idlis are prepared in steam. The dough used for making it first fermented by leaving it overnight. Fermented food is more nutritious. Foods like rice, eggs and pulses are boiled and eaten. Purees are fried in oil and brinjal and meat are roasted. We also eat cakes, pastries and biscuits which are baked. Food preservation. Have you ever left a chapati in a casserole? You will see mold growing on it after a few days. Food kept outside for a long time gets spoiled and germs start growing in it. If we eat such food, we can fall sick. We can protect food items from getting spoiled by This one is a little hard to read. Preserving them. The process of keeping the food in a way that saves its nutritive value for a long time is called preservation. Cooked or uncooked food can be preserved in different ways to be used later. Some methods of preservation are freezing. Food kept in a refrigerator remains fresh for some days. Germs do not grow easily in cool places. We preserve food items like milk, fruits, vegetables and cooked food by keeping them in the refrigerator. Boiling. This method we can preserve food for a short period of time. You must have seen your mother boiling milk. If she keeps it without boiling, the milk gets spoiled. Salting. We can add salt to preserve food, items like pickles or fish. Sweetening. Excess sugar in food also acts as a preservative. We store food for a long time in a form of jams, jellies, and murabbas by adding sugar. Dehydration. In this method, the food items are dried in the sun to stop the growth of bacteria and fungus in them. Certain foods like raw mangoes, fish, potato chips, and peppers are preserved by this method. Canning. In this method, air is removed from food and then the food is put in airtight cans so that germs do not grow on it. Food items like vegetables, seafood, dairy products, sweets, etc. are preserved through this method. Now let's read the journey of the food in our body. The food we eat is broken into smaller and simpler parts in our body. This process is called digestion. Mouth, food pipe, stomach, liver, pancreas, small intestine and large intestine are the main body parts which are involved in digestion. The blood absorbs the digested food and takes it to all parts of the body. No wonder we get so energetic after we eat food. Digestion of food. Inside the mouth, digestion of food starts in the mouth. The teeth cut the food into smaller pieces. The salivary glands present in the mouth produce digestive fluid called saliva. Saliva gets mixed with the food when we chew it. This makes the food moist and soft. The absorbable starch in food changes into soluble sugar by action of saliva. Starch is tasteless, but sugar is sweet. Therefore, starchy food items like bread and rice taste sweet after we chew them, as saliva changes starch into sugar. Inside the stomach, we swallow the food after it is broken into smaller pieces. The tongue pushes it down through a tube-like structure called the food pipe that connects the mouth to the stomach. The stomach is a hollow muscular bag which churns the food into fine paste. The walls of the stomach release digestive juices. They mix well with the food and break down the proteins into simpler form. Inside the intestines. From the stomach, food is pushed into a long, thin and coiled tube called small intestine. The inside walls of the small intestine produce a juice that mixes with the food and breaks it down further. Other digestive juices are poured in by the liver and the pancreas. Bile from the liver helps in digestion of fats by breaking them down into tiny droplets. The process of digestion ends here. By now, the digested food is almost like a liquid. It is absorbed by the blood vessels in the small intestine and is carried to all parts of the body through blood. The undigested food passes into the large intestine. The walls of large intestine absorb the extra water from this waste, the solid waste, is removed by the body through anus and liquid waste is removed from the body in form of urine and sweat. That is the end of the video. Bye everyone. Love you all. And if you liked my video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with your friends. Bye everyone. Love you all.